So ever since Ahmaud Arbery has been killed, you guys have to understand, when you're dealing with the Mzungu-owned corporate media, their job is to wage anti-black propaganda, okay? And they have tactics that they have been using for years, and thank God we live in the information age, because at one point in time, their tactics couldn't be challenged, or their tactics really couldn't be exposed. We didn't have the platforms to expose the anti-black propaganda tactics of the Mzungu-owned corporate media outlets, okay? Now understand, they work all in unison with the anti-black propaganda. So when Ahmaud Arbery was killed, or Breonna Taylor, or whatever name you want to use, they follow a playbook, literally. It's the same playbook. I mean, it's like verbatim. It's like, my God, like y'all haven't learned to switch even your tactics. So with Ahmaud Arbery, we seen the video. The brother was jogging. The white supremacists gunned him down in cold blood. The Mzungu-owned media tries to find anything first to defend the white supremacists, okay? They're going to defend race soldiers and white supremacists. Don't matter what happened, they're going to defend them by a few things. So ever since Ahmaud Arbery got killed, they have been silent at first. They're like, shoot, this video is bad. We don't know how to really get out of this one. We got to figure out a way to make Ahmaud Arbery the villain. How are we going to do that with this video out? So then they get to work to figure out ways to demonize the victim. So they say, okay, Ahmaud Arbery, what do we have on him? Do we have any arrests? I mean, did he, steal some candy? Did he, run away from home? Like, what do we have we could gather? We got to find something. Now, you may say, well, why do they do that? Because the anti-black propaganda that has been the law of the land against the black man and woman, but particularly more so than anything, the black man, is if I can show even one thing that a black man has done, even though he's a victim, I know as a Mzungu that the rest of my Mzungus in society will say, oh, yeah, he deserved it because he did this 30 years ago, or he did this 5 years ago. So yeah, he deserved it. He probably was committing a crime anyway. That's how they think, okay? Another reason they do it is to make sure that the jury either can hang the jury for the white supremacists or they can acquit them, okay? So that's the job of the anti-black propaganda that's involved with the Mzungu-owned media. You understand? So they get to work. So with Ahmaud Arbery, they found a body cam clip from 2017. Now you may say, any person with common sense will say, what does that matter? Why are you even talking about that? We talking about 2020. We talking about 2 months. You sat on the video. You didn't prosecute nobody. You didn't arrest anybody for the murder of this man. What does that have to do with anything? Well, they don't value the life of a black man or black woman, because remember, they view us as their slave class and fifth class citizens. So they don't care about harming us. Listen, you have to understand the Mzungu have a sick nature in America. There was a report that Travis McMichael's sister had took photos that was shared to her of Ahmaud Arbery and were posting it to Snapchat. Now, most people would be like, why would you post something like that? Or when they took pictures of Trayvon Martin's dead body and they were posting that, they get off to that. You understand? They get off to that like a person would get off to something sexual. They do. There was a story a few years ago that I covered, that they had 3 of them have killed a black man in a house, and they were having sex with each other over the dead corpse of a black man. Now, to many of you would say, that doesn't make sense. That's crazy. Who would do some crap like that? I understand it. I understand it because when you understand what you're dealing with, you get it. I mean, it goes real deep. And some black folks, unfortunately, you're not ready for that deep conversation, or you're not even ready to accept it. You see it, but you don't want to accept it. You do not want to accept it. That's a lot of your issue until something happened to you or your family. Then all of a sudden you're willing to accept it. So the Mzungu owned media, they found this body cam footage from 2017. And I'm not playing that mess. And the reason I'm not going to play that video, because it's not relevant. It doesn't make sense. Talking about he was accused of taking a TV. I don't care what he's accused of. I don't care. What they got to do with him jogging in the neighborhood and him being gunned down? See, we as black folks got to understand, they also do that to distract you. They do that to piss you off. Like, oh my God, they put out a video and you're mad about the video. You're mad about what they're doing, while over here they're working to try to get them off. So the questions need to be, we need to look into their background. Ahmaud Arbery, listen, the brother ain't here. We need to look into their background. They're the one that's important. Okay. Their record, the things they done wrong. How many times were they arrested? You get what I'm saying? Who were they harassing? We need to find out about them, not this. Don't get distracted with the video that they put out from, like, they doing what they do. What we have to do is stay on the mark, and the mark is them. The mark is, you better convict them. They need to get the death penalty. That's the mark. Don't ever let them distract you with videos or distract you with arguments, because this is what they'll do. They'll come and they'll have their trolls and they'll try to argue with you. You see, maybe he was doing something wrong. Look, this many years ago, you get what I'm saying? Don't even argue with them either, the trolls. They're meant to distract you from paying attention. They have played this game for years now, and it's old. We understand the game. We know how you get down. The thing is also, I will say to Lee Merritt, since you're involved, you need to use all of your abilities to get all the information you can on the McMichaels. Don't play defense, because see, you're playing defense right now, and we can't play defense for everything, because when you're playing defense, you're sitting up there waiting for them to do something. The offense would be to get all the information you can about the McMichaels and post it online. Don't bring it to no CNN or MSNBC or nothing. No. You drop it on social media. Oh, you got this information? Drop it. You drop it on social media. We all report on it. Okay. That's the way you fight back. That's the way you do it. You can't go through the apparatus that's trying to attack the brother. And I know a lot of times, Lee, you'll like to get on these press conferences, but you need to be speaking to everybody out here. You speak to all of us who are out here putting in the work. Every last one of us. And Lee, you know who most of us are. You can reach out to us. You can come on and discuss what's going on with the case. We'll definitely make room for you. Trust me on that. Whatever, I may have criticisms, but my criticisms aren't hate. It's just, I believe certain things should be certain ways. And we can discuss things as brothers, whatever it may be. But I just want us at the end of the day to have justice and let these white supremacists know they can't just be slaughtering black people in the streets. And the tactics of anti-black propaganda just not going to work, because we're not going to be distracted by this. We're not going to get upset about the video you're putting out. I don't care about that video. That man wasn't killed in 2017. That man was killed in 2020. And that's what I care about, 2020 and what's going to happen with that case. We have to understand that the Mzungu owned media is just an apparatus to wage anti-black propaganda against us. That's why you say when you go to other places in the world and people think this about us, good or bad, it doesn't come from they met us. It comes from them and what they decide to put out about us. We have to control our own narratives. We have to not even ingest the narratives from their media. I don't ingest their narratives. Now, I understand that what I do, I have to make sure I listen to everything, because we have to know what's going on in the battlefield, of course. We have to know. But I don't take my cues from them. I take my cues from us. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the situation with them trying to play that anti-black propaganda tactic of trying to smear the victim, it's not going to work. We know the game now. We're not going to take the bait. We're going to continue to focus on those two white supremacists that killed that brother.